Scene 79. Hey y'all, Artist Poet Girl here, also known as APG Jamie, and today we're gonna take some of this stuff and make some embellishments. And then I get the wild idea that I'm gonna turn them into pockets and put some tags in them too. So there you go, one LAV. Video. So most of the graphics that I have, if not all, most of them are from the Graphics Fairy. Amazing stuff over there. Sorry about the dishwasher running in the background, but somebody's got to wash them dishes. Not it. So I'm trimmed down stuff and essentially just assembling stuff that I like together and gluing it on. Oh, and sometimes eking edges. And, this is a long video. It's, 27 minutes. So there you go. 27 minutes of loving me. Maybe we'll have a little musical interlude. Just a musical interlude for you, for me. Just we. Musical interlude. And there may be more of that. Because, long video. And just think, we're just 2 minutes in already. Oh, Aleene's original tacky glue, my favorite, don't you know? I know you do. So there, I used washi tape to hold it together. And when you pull it off, you want to pull it back onto itself once things are pretty well dry. I mean, it's better if you wait for it to be pretty well dry, okay? Now, here's the thing. Sometimes it still sticks, especially when you have it right on the outer edge of your paper or cardstock in this case, because it can pull up the layers. Even washi tape can do that. Now, since I did this video, I saw someone, and I'm so sorry, I really truly don't remember who, they used that Glad cling wrap, not cling wrap, but the one with the little dots on it, I don't know what the stuff is. I'll try to remember what it is and put it in the description box below, which also contains a list of ingredients by chance. That's a charcoal pencil and a blending stump, and I added some shading around there. Yeah, I could have used a Stabilo All, or a black watercolor pencil, or even a black ink pen. But I wanted to use the charcoal because I have it, and I hadn't used it in a long time. And sometimes I feel guilty about stuff I have and I don't use. Sometimes, not real often, just sometimes. So anyway, I do believe I got the frame there in Happy Mail. Thank you so much for Happy Mail, 'cause it makes me happy. Clap your hands if you're happy. You feel like you're a room without a view, or without a roof, without a view. Somebody needs to learn their lyrics. And Roberta just told me that she saw someone, and she now does it, put glue on like a sponge, cosmetic sponge, or a the little dauber thingies with, put glue on that, and then you can put that, smash that into your little tiny embellishments that don't fit into your little tiny Xyron. And that way they get glue on them, and it's fairly even, and it doesn't necessarily smoosh out. So, yeah, I'm going to try that next time. So there I was putting some foam on the back of the butterfly because I wanted to have some dimension. And then I realized this poor butterfly didn't have any feelers, you know, things to check out the air for nectar and stuff. So I got out some black thread and just glued on the black thread. Now, I don't know, can you see it in your video? Because I can't quite see it in my little teeny tiny screen. We get a close-up. Oh, there will be photo montage at the end. There, you can see them now, can't you, huh? Because I can. I know you can. Because I said you could. So anyway, these little embellishments turning out not to be quite so littles. Okay? So, that's, you know, coming at shortly, little bit. I don't know when, soonish. I decided, you know what? These are just kind of too big. Maybe. I guess. Could be. So I turned them into pockets. I like them like that. And then they got little tags to go in them. And I think one of the tags is actually a store-bought ephemera thing. Came out of an ephemera pack. Did I say there's a list of ingredients in the description box below? Anyone? Anyone? Did I say that? Okay, yes, I did. Thank you so much. In the back. Appreciate it. That's such a sweet little girl. I printed these out on white cardstock. Well, some of them, I think some of them I printed out on a almost a manila color. Manila. Did you know? Here's a little factoid for you. That manila envelopes, okay, were called manila envelopes, file folders. Manila file folders are called manila file folders because they were manufactured in Manila. Ta-da! Who knew that? Who knew that already? Okay, well, yeah, so now the rest of us know. Thanks so much. And there I am using the charcoal pencil. And I'm taking my little blending stump and rubbing it on the end of the charcoal pencil there, just to get a little more on there. I think I sharpened it between the last time. Oh, and I got all these little tiny things I've had for a little while. A couple of years maybe. And I thought, let's just stick something on there. So some of them got sentiments, not very many, some of them. I also print out my own sentiments too. Why do I do that when I have so many of those little stickers? I don't know. Because sometimes I might want to say something Pacific, like the Pacific Ocean. Okay? Ta-da, look at her, she's so cute. What are we going to do next? It's been a couple days since I filmed this, so... trimming around that little photo looking image. I think it was a photo. I mean, it looks photo-ish to me. And I love that little feather graphic there. And I trimmed it, I fussy cut it around it. And I didn't quite care for such a white edge, but I didn't want to try to cut any closer. So I got out the sepia Archival ink and went around it, and that pretty much made me happy right there. And I thought, oh, this girl needs these butterfly wings. So we're just going to ink around that too. And I had that little strip of corrugated cardstock I corrugated with a little corrugate. Because, you know, I have that tool and I've used it, you know, a dozen times. And I need to use it, y'all. Use it or lose it. So that's why I'm so intent on using that corrugate. Text message. How did I know that was going to say that? I told everybody I was going to be doing a voiceover. Don't be bothering me. But no. Oh, it's HEB sending me coupons. Saving $2 on milk, juice, or tea from the dairy. Thank you, HEB. That's a local grocery store here in Texas and maybe some other states around down south down here. Oh, look how pretty it is, and I didn't use my corrugate. Anyway, HEB, Harry E. Butts, Harry E. Butts. Yeah, something like that. No, that's really his name. It's either Harry or Herman. I can't remember. Anyway, that what I'm using here for wind movement is actually a die cut of an ocean scene. It had like a couple of fishes in there, and I cut them out because I thought that would be just so good for showing air movement around a bird or a butterfly or a falling star, or just anything you can imagine, my arty friends. Y'all got great imaginations. And I decided I was going to ink the edges of the bird. And so I did, because he looked in more better like that. And then I had pulled off my washi, and I'm like, I don't know how I had it. So it got put back the way it got put back, and that's what I'm doing. And see, this is where the glue on the spongy thing would come in real handy. It would, seriously. So, because I'm trying to get glue on that little me, and then some little tiny fine little delicate lines. Goodness gracious. We're not even halfway through the video. Hold on to your seats, people. So now I'm looking, and maybe that, I don't know. What about some of this other stuff? I got some weird stuff. Oh, well, I kind of like that red. Kind of looks good. A little too Valentine-y for me. Oh, look, I got these tickets. Just use a ticket. They even still make these tickets. Oh, I ended up tearing out 2 of them. Oh, well. I think this is about the time I decided I was going to turn these into pockets, because this one is almost the size of a postcard. Okay? And I thought it definitely needs something behind it, because I don't like the word soar. Soar. Sounds funny today. On, by the bird. Oh, look at the birdcage. That is, and it won't fit in the Xyron. See, this is where that spongy glue sponge would just be so handy dandy. So anyway, that's most of these dies are from AliExpress. I don't show you the die because I couldn't even tell you the name of the die because they don't have any names. You just get names of the store, and they're kind of weird. Just saying, because they are. So here we go. And put a hole in there, and we're going to put some ribbon on it, because now we've made a tag, because we've decided we're going to make tags. Oh, you know what? We need to put a hole reinforcer in there. So I'm going to make my own. I take this little, I think it's like a 1/2 inch circle punch, and then I got a regular hole punch. Now punching in the center of the circle. Had a hard time punching it. Oh, I was punching 2 at one time. Silly me. So now I just made my own hole reinforcers. Not that I necessarily needed them, but for whatever reason, I wanted to. Okay? And why do I have to explain that to y'all? I don't know. I do that sometimes. Feel like I need to explain myself. Do y'all ever do that? Any hoots. Got that pretty ribbon in there. A pretty ribbon. I think it's a pretty ribbon. Party lady. And there it goes. And there, I'm like, I'm going to put a tag in what? That's not a pocket. I think I'll show you how I make the pockets, because one of them's got a gusset in it. Did I show you the one? I don't know. Let's just wait and see, shall we? Oh. Here comes my bird, and see, when I pulled this washi tape off, that's where it kind of pulled up some of the edges. Oh, can you see it? I don't know if you can see it, but I was able to save it and rescued it. Put some gluage on there. Put a little ink on it. It's okay now. It's all better. Ta-da! It's all better. Oh. Musical, musical, musical interlude. It's just a musical interlude for you, for me. Just we. Musical interlude. Now, this right here, I kind of messed it up because I wanted to put that lady on the inside of the cage, and then I just glued it straight down onto that paper. In a minute, I'm going to figure it out that I glued it to the paper, and then I was like, watch, I cut the whole thing out, and then I realized it. See, I didn't make you watch me cut the whole thing out because, you know, that gets a little old because you know how to cut. And it's my lady. I forgot to put her under the birdcage because I wanted her under the birdcage. So now I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to do it the right way. So now I have a piece of, what did I do with that? Did I use it? I don't know if I even ended up using that or just left it in the stack and scooched it over in a little tiny, not a tiny thing, a little container that I keep these pieces in for the days when I feel like just gluing stuffs together. I don't know. So there, now the lady's in there. Well, her head's kind of poking out. I don't know if you can tell in your little screen or not. Oh, I'm going to show you up close. See, her head's poking out. Now we're going to glue it on the words. Now, that one, I didn't like that one. Let's do it on this one. So I got this math book from, I don't know, some charity shop somewhere. And so I've been using it off and on. Because it's kind of fun getting those little, you know, number graphics and X's and algebraic and geometry trigonometry. I don't know what it is, y'all. I'm not a mathematician. So now I put a butterfly in her hand. You know, one of those Martha Stewart punch butterflies. Got the 3 butterflies, the one, you know, bigger and 2 little ones. And so I thought, yeah, she's going to be a pocket too. Now we're going to stick her on that brayer off cardstock. It's iridescent. Shimmer, shimmer. Oh, here, let's make a tag to put behind this one. Make it a little smaller. Is that good? That's probably good. Don't look at the back because it's green. Actually, I don't think I've decided to make those pockets yet. I think I'm still thinking, oh, well, we're just going to turn it into a tag and we'll just glue it in a journal somewhere. And then I thought, wait a minute. I might want to mail these things to people. You know, my card lottery. They're not always cards. But anyway. So, here in a little while, I think that's what I'm going to think of. No, I know I ended up just all of a sudden I thought, let's turn them into pockets and then we can mail them to people and they'll have a pocket. And they can put it anywhere their pocket will fit. In a journal, out of journal, on a desk, in a bookmark, just whatever makes them happy. I love this ribbon, this piece of ribbon, and I think that's, I don't know, if that might have been my last piece. I got it on something. It's just, oh, I've used it until it's gone, I guess. So now I'm gluing the lady in the cage on that jelly brayer off cardstock and made a tag and looking for some words now. I was looking for something to put on there. And I just kind of went with the first things I saw that I liked it. I'm still thinking about it, and then I thought, oh, well, what the heck. I liked those two, so we're just going to use them. So I'm inking around the edges. Well, y'all can see me inking around the edges. Would you believe we're almost 20 minutes in, which means we've only got about 7 or 8 minutes left of this video. Time sure goes fast when you're having fun hanging around with APG Jamie, don't you know? Oh, goodness gracious. Have I decided to make the pockets yet? Here we go. Now we're going to make a pocket. Now, you know, I didn't measure a thing. So now I got to try to turn this into a pocket. Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to score over. Yeah, that's probably pretty close. We're going to score and score for the bottom. And cut at a slight angle. Slight angle. Slight angle. Slight angle. 4 times. And bone folder it. Not a real bone. I'm using Martha Stewart scoreboard. Don't know if I put that in the description box or not, but that's what it is. Oh, need to round that corner because I rounded the corner on the caged lady. So I needed to round the corner of the pocket. Glute. Put some glute on it. Line it up. And now it's a pocket. Ta-da! It's a pocket. A Polly pocket. No, it's not Polly. And there's the other one I already had. I guess I made that one when you weren't looking. When none of us were looking, I'm afraid. So there we go. Now it's a pocket. This is the one I think that gets a piece of probably a Tim Holtz ephemera thing. Now this one I'm going to put the feather, but I wanted a background that wasn't really a background, sort of backgroundish. And I was trying to use my my ink thing, because y'all saw, for instead of acrylic block, because I don't have an acrylic block to use. Who didn't turn off that autofocus? Oh my goodness, bless my heart. So then I decided it's working just as well with just using my hands. So that's what I'm doing, using blue and green inks. Is it pretty? I likes it. I liked it. I think it looks pretty. So she's just going to decorate this pocket. What am I doing there? Oh, I'm just going to, I don't know what I'm doing. I guess I'm going to fold that back and stick it on something to make a pocket. Good gracious. Oh, because I thought it was kind of big. Probably wouldn't fit in a majority of things. So now I'm kind of measuring, but then I just end up eyeballing anyway. You know, it's my favorite, just eyeball. It'll be alright. Glue on the little lady butterfly girl with her feathers. Gluing it. I don't know if I showed y'all the gusseted one. I don't know. It'd be a surprise. Close up. See how pretty? Man, she just jumps off that page with that dark. Oh, we're gonna make some tags. Let's use these Tim Holtz Distress Oxides. Okay. This tag needed to be folded so it fit in a little pocket. Clean it up. Clean up the mess. Hey, gun, y'all. I was waiting for that. And I thought, well, let's just stamp with it. But you can't see it so well. But that's okay. I still liked it. And I squished water on that stamp. And then stamped it on the back there. Heat gun, some more, y'all. There's a lot of heat gun in this last part. I forgot all about using them distressed oxide inks. Now we just got some, I think these are stars. These are some tag stars that somebody gave me. And I just used that instead of ribbon. It's kind of fun and unexpected. So, here we go. We smooshed the ink onto that craft mat thing and squirted a little water on. Oh, I've got the best little water misters. I got them from Five Below, which is like a dollar store, only it's $5 and below. Okay. So anyway, they had them and they were $1 from the Five Below store. And I got one and tried it out, and I went back and got several more because it is just the finest little mist you could just, for $1, they're excellent. So that's why I picked it up some more, because you know, that way when one of them goes out on me, because sometimes that happens with the little spritzers, I'd have another one. I wasn't happy with that, so let's do some more on that tag. Dishwasher. And did I say there was a list of ingredients in the description box because there are. I just just love these little Oxide inks, man. These is fun. Oh, I'm going to put a border on this one, so I'm washi taping the corners so they don't necessarily overlap and look wonky. I saw somebody do this, and I thought it was a brilliant idea. Kind of gives you that little 90-degree turn there without being overlapping. It worked pretty good for me. Ha, ha, ha. I'll need to make another tips, tidbits, and whatnots and include some of this stuff. There's some little rec rack. Oh, here we go. Photo montage. Yeah. So that's the ones we made. And yeah, I just played with this stuff for like 2.5, 3 hours, y'all. So be grateful you only got 30 minutes. Because I like it like that. So now we got about 2 minutes to go. I appreciate you guys hanging with me, and I appreciate your subscribing, your kind comments, your sharing of my videos. And did I say like? Yes, I said like. And your kind comments and sharing and subscribing, y'all. I just so much appreciate it. I just do. See, there's that one that just had a store-bought ephemera, because I buy store-bought ephemera and I hardly ever uses it, y'all. I don't know. Heartfelt blessings. Because she got a butterfly in her hand and she's in a cage. It doesn't really mean anything. I just thought it looked good that way, so that's why I did it that way. So we're right at the tail end now. That, teeny disclaimer screen is fixing to pop up. And there it is. Thanks for watching, and happy arting, y'all.